welcome to Emanate Light, your go-to podcast for valuable discussions on mental and emotional well-being. Brought to you by Enrichment Wellness and powered by the Human Capital, your trusted partner for virtual assistant services that elevate your businesses to new heights. And I am Nikita Chatterjee. Today, I'm so excited to present our second episode with our very own Olya Rich. So thank you, Olya, for giving us your time again and helping a lot of us with so many mental issues and conditions we are dealing with in our daily lives.
Hi, Nikita. Thank you for having me.
Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic which affects each one of us, which is stress. What is stress and how do we recognize that we're in stress?
Stress is such an important topic, and so many of us tend to neglect it. Yes, we're feeling it, we are going through it, yet so few of us are able to stop and pause and take a deep breath. Our default setting is being on autopilot, and when we're on autopilot, we don't notice, we don't understand that stress is literally penetrating every cell of our body. So stress is a state of mind where we unconsciously lose power or inner confidence. So think of it this way: the higher the stress, the lower your inner power, inner confidence, and vice versa. If you feel powerful, if you feel self-confident, your stress levels are going to go down. You're going to be on it. You're going to be able to bring that energy and deal with things that are in your daily life, and it's going to be a lot easier for you. So stress is a very natural response that our bodies go through, and yet everyone is experiencing stress. Only few of us are able to get in touch with our bodies and recognize, yes, I'm feeling it right now. It's in my chest, or it's in my head, or it's in my shoulders. And we're all different, and everyone absorbs stress very differently. My mission is to teach people where they carry that stress. It can be caused by so many different things. It can be caused by your difficult work, dealing with a boss or difficult coworkers. It can come from financial concerns, losing a job, not being able to pay your bills. Then you could have a very stressful relationship at home. If you're in a toxic relationship and you have to go home, you are going to feel that stress inevitably, right? Then it can be caused by health problems. Let's say you have chronic illness or some kind of injury. You have to deal with that. Your body is going to feel that stress. We have other things like life changes, moving to another place, dealing with those adjustments, fear of uncertainty or unknown. All of these things can cause stress. And it's really important that we pay attention to it and learn how to deal with these stressors.
Right, absolutely. Thank you, Olya. Thank you for answering that question. My next question to you would be, we all know we are stressed, but we don't know how to manage it. So how should we manage our stress?
This is such an excellent question, Nikita. And I love talking about mental health hygiene. It is so important and people don't realize it. Just like you're taking your showers every day and brushing your teeth every day and going on daily walks and maybe going to the gym, it is just as important to practice your coping skills and practice your mindfulness and meditation. These things are really important, and we need to see them as mind training and detoxing from things like stress, anxieties, depression, and all kinds of energies that we pick up throughout the day. So it is really important to practice that daily mental health hygiene. There are over 50 coping strategies, but my favorite ones are, I really, really love taking deep breaths and meditating. I do it every morning when I set my intentions, and it really helps me to get my day started. I love grounding. I love walking barefoot in the nature. It really is a wonderful tool to release those energies and really just get connected to your body, to the earth, and just feel present, feel in the moment. My other favorite tool is tapping, and that is a quick one. When it's cold outside and it's raining, you can't really go barefoot walking outside, right? You use tapping, and tapping is one of my probably top tools that I use with my clients.
As in, you tapping your foot on the floor?
Tapping different points, and it's a really beautiful tool that you can use in therapy. I suggest that everyone finds a tapping coach or a therapist that uses this technique. It is a really quick and effective way to release stress from your body.
Are there any particular points in the body that has more effect as opposed to other
Yeah.
places?
I usually start with a side karate chop point. This is the first
Okay.
point we always start with.
Okay.
And we need to be in that feeling of stress and feel it and think of it and really get connected deep to that stress. If you think of your job and your boss being very pressuring and you feel that unease in your chest, connect to that feeling.
Okay. So that
And
is one place.
that
A
this
forehead.
forehead, middle
Okay.
of your eyebrows here,
Uh-huh.
side of your eyes, bottom of
Okay.
your eye,
Mm-hmm.
bottom of your nose right here,
Okay.
your chin. Then we have
Okay.
collarbone right here.
Oh,
You can use two hands or
and
one.
how long should we do that for?
Gently, but the key is to stay connected to that feeling. You can even visualize yourself releasing it, right? It will
Mm-hmm.
definitely help. Some people like to say it out loud. I feel so stressed out and overwhelmed. As soon as you make that connection and
Mm-hmm.
realize that you are not your stress and you're not your anxiety, then we have bottom of your, not bottom side of your arm right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the last one I use is top of the head. And after each sequence, we take a deep breath.
Oh, I have been using the top of my head even without knowing about it because I realize that when I'm too stressed, I sometimes do this
Mm-hmm.
and it helps.
You
Today I got to know.
release
I
it
didn't know
out.
about it, but I have been doing that since like, forever, and now I know that okay, so this is a
Naturally
proven method.
proven method, proven by science. There's a lot of research behind this technique, so we have to
Yeah.
use it. We need to understand that our body is a very complex system of energies, and we have meridians and we have acupressure points. And as
Mhm.
we are stimulating certain points in our body, we are releasing these trapped
Mhm.
energies that are stuck.
Right.
Yeah, and it's really good to do it on a daily basis, whether you're tapping on stress or anxiety, or maybe you have some other feelings like shame or anger. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful technique to use for all of these feelings. It will help you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. I think a lot of our viewers will be using these techniques and help release their stress. Apart from this, what are the other methods or strategies you would recommend to work or release stress?
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of exercise, daily exercise. If you don't have ways to practice tapping or breathing exercises, you need to be walking or exercising daily. It is another beautiful tool to release stress. And
Mhm.
we must remember that movement is life. We have to move, we have to release these trapped stressors from our bodies. So, and another thing, really important thing that a lot of people tend to neglect is nutrition. We can't feel good if we're eating processed sugars and meats from an animal that had a very stressful life. And a lot of meats that we eat, they
Okay.
are, especially chickens, they come from a very small coop. There's 50 of these chickens on top of one another. They live a very stressful life. It's just very painful. And think of it this way, that meat is going into our body. How we're going to feel? We're going to feel stressed out.
Right.
That a lot of it is very unethical, and animals are not raised ethically, and we can't expect ourselves to feel good if we're eating food from an animal that had a very stressful life, so to speak.
Wow, that is very new.
You are what you eat. You are what you eat, and you have to remember that you
So
have to eat clean.
So when you talk about eating processed sugar, now I do know a lot of people I know, and sometimes maybe I do it too. If I'm too stressed, I probably eat a chocolate or piece of cake or something, it makes me happy because it's sugar. Are you saying that it's a bad idea?
It's a terrible idea because our mental health is in our gut, believe it or not. And it's something that
Okay.
every psychologist or therapist talks about. We're addressing the end result here. Yeah, you do this, you
Hmm.
do that, but it all starts with how we eat,
Right.
with how we operate daily, with our nutrition, our exercise, our thoughts, our morning routine. So we have to address all parts of it, including nutrition. You have to eat clean. You can't be doing all these beautiful exercises and tools and go to your kitchen and eat something that's not good for you.
Healthy.
Not
Yeah.
healthy, yeah. And sleep, again, another big thing. People are under a lot of stress. I get to talk to them. They're not sleeping enough. They go to bed late, they wake up early, they don't get enough hours of sleep, and that is going to impact your body, and you're going to feel naturally more stressed. So it's a combination of all these things. And just remember that you have to practice your hobbies, your self-care, you have to have good life management skills, you have to have enough of social support, and try to set boundaries with people. You may want to go out tonight, but it's probably not a good idea for your body. Listen to your body. Your
Mhm.
body is a great teacher, and it has a beautiful compass inside. So if you listen to your body, it will tell you exactly what you need. You may need to say no sometimes and do what's right for you.
Right. And also, I'm going to add to that one. I know a lot of people, their biggest escape from stress is alcohol. So, a lot of people I know drink on a regular basis because they're stressed. And when they're asked, why do you drink every day or so much? They feel that it's their escape route from stress. So, what do you have to say about that? Because, of course, alcohol isn't going to help. It's just going to probably momentarily help you, release or forget about it,
Mhm.
but it's going to have adverse effects on your body. So, what would you like to say to the people who resort to alcohol as a stress reliever, as you may say?
Well, we're playing with fire here because, as we all know, that alcohol is a very quick and effective way to feel better, right? But we are playing with fire and causes addiction, and that addiction itself is really difficult to treat. Most people that drink regularly to
Mm-hmm.
cope with their stressors, they're in denial. They don't want to admit that they have a problem. They don't want to
Mm-hmm.
go
True.
to participate in any kind of treatment for that because that's their only way they can operate. It's a really difficult one to break. I suggest that you reflect on it and see where you are with alcohol and look at some other methods. If you are stressed constantly, if you are anxious constantly, right? This is your default mode, then you definitely need to reassess your lifestyle and coping methods and always try to choose something that's healthier for you. And alcohol is not good for anyone, and it creates addiction that is very, very hard, difficult to treat. So for everyone, just be careful. Don't play with fire. You will get burned. And another thing I wanted to mention, I'm a huge believer in positive affirmations. They
Okay.
work so well. If you talk to yourself daily and if you remind yourself that you are strong, you're powerful, you're capable, you can get through anything, you will notice that your stress levels will go down because these affirmations will create your internal programming. Think of it as you are changing your software.
I am going to vouch for this one, Alia, because I do know since the time we got connected, whatever little I have learned from you so far has helped me in manifesting or believing in things that I want or how I believe my life to be or certain things to happen to me. It has helped me tremendously. And miraculously, good things have happened.
Amazing.
So it is not just what you want, it is what you believe in, and that is manifesting, and that really, really works.
Absolutely. And if you deep down believe that you're strong and you're powerful,
Mhm.
you will manifest a lot of beautiful things for yourself and you will create these beautiful outcomes and your stress is going to go down because naturally you're just going to be in that state of flow. So for
Sure.
everyone out there who's listening, remind yourself every day that you are capable, you are strong, you are powerful, and you will attract a lot of beautiful things into your life.
Thank you. Thank you, Olya. This is going to really help a lot of people out there. There is one another thing I want to know. So different people have different levels of stress, right? There's like different levels. Can stress lead to suicidal tendencies?
Absolutely. Stress can lead to a lot of things. So think of it this way, your body's a sponge. Your body
Mhm.
starts absorbing stress here, stress there, then it becomes chronic. When we have chronic stress, we have post-traumatic stress disorder. And when people live in that energy of constant stress, it can become a long-term depression, right? It can become
Right.
anxiety. Then we're dealing with heavier emotions and feelings that will lead to suicidality, that will lead to chronic illness, that would lead to a lot of physical issues. And people don't realize how important it is to have that mental health hygiene routine in order to avoid all of that. But yes, if we're not careful with stress, if we're not addressing it and treating it, it can become a lot more difficult to treat, and you're toxifying yourself unintentionally without knowing. So it becomes a really heavy toxin in your body, and however it's going to manifest, it's going to be up to you, but we have to be careful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for throwing a light on that one. Now, let's talk about some real life experiences. So, Olya, you have treated so many people. So, can you share some examples of some patients that you have treated? How were they affected, and like how did you treat them? So, like some information, the therapy part of it.
Yes, we get a lot of clients that come to us for stress management. And one thing I really enjoy teaching is that you don't have to feel stressed out in order to get things done or go through a trauma or an event, an important event in your life. You don't have to feel that stress. You can still get things done. You can still study for your exam or get this work done, right? And meet the deadline. You don't have to stress. Stress is a very unconscious thing that we do without realizing it. And as soon as people take their first deep breath and realize, okay, I don't have to do this. I don't have to take this feeling in. I can keep it separate. I know it's there. I'm aware of it. If you have that aware relationship with stress, you are going to operate differently. You will still get everything done. You will still be able to take that responsibility for your life, but without stress. It's going to feel cleaner. It's going to feel better. But awareness is the key here. You have to practice mindfulness. You have to practice meditating every day to train that muscle. A lot of it is mind training, and we have to be very aware that certain things cause stress. And it's different things for different people. So you really need to know what's causing stress for you in particular. Yeah, some people are really not good with deadlines. They're, oh my God, I have no time. I'm starting to freak out. And others do better with that. For other people, it's maybe it could be a relationship trigger. It could be the way someone is talking to someone. It's all different for everyone. But you need to know your triggers, and you need to realize that you don't have to feel stress in order to get through something or get things done. It's a really important lesson here. Once our clients realize it, it's a lot easier from then on. It's all of it is about mind training and getting to a place where you have a very conscious relationship with these things.
Thank you, Olya, for that. Another thing, which is going to be my last question for today for this particular episode, is if a stress is untreated, what adverse effect can it have on our lives?
All right, that is a great question, Nikita. Yeah, the impact of it can differ, but just remember that our bodies absorb stress, and if untreated, we can actually develop physical ailments from it. Stress is known to cause inflammation. It actually raises cortisol levels in our body. So if untreated, we can have all kinds of physical ailments. Our immune system is going to go down naturally, right? It can help us to develop different forms of cancer. That is a very serious thing. So we have to pay attention. Long-term stress can lead to cancer. Yes, that is the most extreme example, and it doesn't happen overnight, of course, but we really have to take it seriously and learn how to pay attention to these things and learn how to take care of our mind, our spirit, our body, so we don't have to deal with these consequences.
And stress can also lead to depression and anxiety as well, right?
Absolutely. And these are the lighter forms. They're mental, not physical. Absolutely. Chronic stress will lead to anxiety and depression if untreated.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, Olya, for your valuable insights. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of people viewing this and hearing you today is going to benefit for sure. I'm sure a lot of our viewers might have some questions because a lot of them might be dealing with stress themselves. So I would like to request our viewers to please drop in your questions about stress, if you have any, in the comment section below. And Olya will eventually get some time to answer your question and help you out there. In the meantime, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. Your support is what we need to help a lot of people out there, because if you hear Olya, if you help this channel, a lot of people who need mental health care will be benefited from it. So please do not forget to support us. That is all we have for today's episode. We're going to soon be back with our new episode, and we'll keep you posted on that. So thank you for your time today, and thank you, Olya. You have been wonderful as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm
Appreciate
going to meet you
everyone. Thank
soon.
you. Bye.
Thank you, Olya. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care.